So we now have some good news, and according to recent reports, what lawmakers are planning on doing is they are planning to fix the insolvency problem with Social Security. And what they're actually planning to do is go back to about 1983 when we saw the last big changes to Social Security and kind of follow their game plan. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will explain that in today's video. I will explain what lawmakers are pushing for, why they're pushing for this at this time, and what we should expect moving forward. So if you want to know more regarding Social Security, want to know more regarding what lawmakers are planning at this time, make sure you watch this entire video and so that you don't miss any updates. Now, all I ask is if you enjoy these daily updates and want to see these every single day, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel, and let's begin. So here's what we know. The last two big changes to Social Security, one was the full retirement age. The second one was the Social Security payroll tax rate. Okay, those are the two big changes. Both of those happened in 1983. Now, here's the big thing, here's the big difference today. Today, we are already being told that we are going to have an insolvency problem within the next 10 years. And the reason why is simply because we're running out of money. We continue to spend billions and billions of dollars every single year on Social Security, even though we're not getting that much money in. We're operating at a deficit. So, here are the two changes that happened in 1983. The first one was we increased the full retirement age from age 65 to age 67. And that worked. It slowed down the amount of money that we were paying out. But it didn't do it immediately. What they had to do to see an immediate result was to raise the Social Security payroll tax rate. It went from 10.6% to 12.4%. So we went up 1.8%. Now, here's where things are standing now. Right now, if we go up another 1.8%, we'd go from 12.4% to 14.2%. That's something that they're considering. That would be the base. Go up to 14.2%. The problem is, and this is the biggest issue between 1983 and today, is President Biden. President Biden has said that nobody making less than $400,000 per year would pay a penny more in taxes. Now, we can argue that he's already, not fulfilled this promise, that people making less than $400,000 per year have already paid more in taxes. But again, that will be for a different video. But what I can tell you right now is this is what lawmakers are looking at. The good news is now they have something that has worked in the past. And this was the 1983 Social Security amendments. But the issue is they didn't have a president then like we do now. The president then didn't make a promise that you're not going to have to pay more in taxes. And that's what's creating an issue today. Now, the reason why this is such a big deal is because millions, 67 plus million people here in the United States currently collect some form of Social Security benefits. 1 in 5 people collect benefits. 1 in 5. That also is coming with on average about a $1,700 monthly payment. That's as of June 2023. So this isn't something that's going to be be getting cheaper. It's going to be getting more expensive. But here's something that I thought was interesting. Okay, I was reading an article just the other day, and it was saying that the problem is we are going to have a shortfall. Okay, we're going to have a massive shortfall within the next 10 to 11 years. This is according to the Congressional Budget Office and also the Social Security's their actuaries. They're both saying that we will be running a massive deficit in the next 10 years. Okay? Now, we currently have the Social Security Trust Fund currently sits about $2.8 trillion. That's as of today. The problem is in 2033 or 2034, we're not going to have that kind of money. It's all going to be gone. At that time, what they're saying is that every single Social Security recipient would see their benefits be cut by about 25%. It's actually about 22 to 23%, but you get the idea. 25%. But here's something that you may not know. If we see that the Social Security Trust Fund becomes insolvent in 2034 and beneficiaries lose, say, 22%, guess what happens the next year as everything gets more expensive, as more people decide to retire? Well, we got to pay more money. As we pay more money, but less money's coming in, guess what? It means beneficiaries are going to get less per month. So according to the Congressional Budget Office, not only will we see benefits go down to about 78%, but every single year after that, benefits are going to drop a little bit more. They keep coming down. And it's all because if we do not see some type of Social Security reform within the next probably 5 years, it's going to be very difficult to see anything done, leading up to the insolvency date. But at the same time, it might be too late. That's what we're hearing. Now, I wanted to read you something, okay? Because what's happening right now is lawmakers are fighting over many things. They're fighting over Social Security, okay? They're fighting over, abortion, mother's rights. They're fighting, okay, all this stuff, student loan debt. There's so much stuff they're trying to fight over right now. Then on top of all this, we have this crisis, this huge, major issue in Lahaina, in Maui. Okay, the problem that we're facing right now is people are starting to bring back the talks of climate change, and we need to invest more into climate change. We need to invest more money to make sure that our planet isn't burning. Okay. This is going to slow down the talks of inflation. This is going to slow down the talks of Social Security. This is going to slow down unemployment. This is going to slow down just the U.S. economy in general. That's what we're going to see. Now, I was planning on doing a completely different video today, but I thought, you know what? This is so big. Because most people that I've talked to have only thought that, well, when Social Security, it's going to become insolvent in 2033. No big deal. Lawmakers are going to address that. And they might. But who is going to address it? When are they going to address it? That's going to matter. Because that matters whether or not your full retirement age is going to increase from, and this is what is expected. It's expected it's going to go from age 67 to age 69. 2 years. Because that's exactly what happened in 1983. That they raised it from 65 to 67. Well, that's exactly what they're planning on doing now. And so if you are in your 30s, your 20s, just expect you're not going to retire at age 67. No. You're going to start collecting benefits at age 69. That's when you could potentially start. And the other thing is, the promise that President Biden made that nobody making less than $400,000 per year would pay a penny more in taxes, well, that's probably going to be thrown out the window. What we've also heard is if President Biden is for sure going to be the next president, he's gonna be the one running for, or be the Democratic choice. Well, the problem is they can't go and raise the Social Security payroll tax rate from 12.4% to 14.2%. Because if they do that, then that promise that he made, well, for one, it's going to be a massive failure. That's going to be a major lie, that nobody making less than $400,000 per year would pay a penny more in taxes, and then he goes and pushes for a Social Security payroll tax rate increase. That's not a good look. Even though it's only 1.8%, that could still mean hundreds and hundreds of dollars, or potentially thousands of dollars for certain people. So I wanted to fill you in on what's going on right now. But again, it is good news that they are discussing this. There's good news that they're coming up with different options. Is this the best option? I don't know, but we will find out very soon. So as we get more information, I promise I'll come back on. I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. All you got to do, two things. Hit that like button, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.